Today, I can identify arithmetic and geometric sequences. You can read it together. 1, 2, 3. I can identify arithmetic and geometric sequences. So what concept are we on? Arithmetic and geometric sequences. What concept? Yes. So we started with this one already over the weekend. And who remembers the Cornell notes? Yes. Very good. If you did not take Cornell notes, you're already going to be 2 days behind. Now, in this course, you cannot slip, or else little by little, especially from this point forward, you're going to start getting lost. So you're going to notice with today's lesson. Okay? So hopefully you do have a fair model already. Is that correct? And then it gave you definition, examples, non-examples, and then you took notes on critical attributes, or you came up with your own hashtags, yes? All right. And there were 2 sets of steps. One set of steps for explicit rule and another set of steps for recursive rule. Now I'm going to do a recap really quick on explicit so I can show you the process. Here it goes. So writing utensils down, look up to the screen. Here it goes. Now explicit rule is in function notation. And notice the F right here, which means what? Function. However, when we started with these, I had Ms. V present to you guys the relations and functions. Is that correct? And she said, okay, guys, remember when we did X and Y tables, input-output tables? And then she said, from now on, instead of writing Y, we're going to write F of X because it's in function notation. Does that make sense? And then she said, so some of you were still confused, and I asked her to tell you that instead of Y, all we're doing, we're writing F of X. This is only a label, just to indicate that it's a what? A function. If you understand that. This is only a label, nothing else. All right. However, for today, look at this equation that they give us. Look up. Look at this function. Is this a notation of X? Do they use X notation? No. What notation are they using? N. So instead of X, we use N. And instead of F of X, what do we use? F of N. Does everybody see that now? Okay. So now that we understand what we're looking at in regards to a table, pay attention, please. Here it goes. Now, you don't need this because you already have these notes, yes? I'm just recapping what you took notes on. So how do you use the explicit rule? Well, let's read what it says. It says, find the first 4 terms. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. There it is. So how do I know the first term? Well, I need to substitute in here the first number. What is my first number for n? 1. So here instead of n, I'm going to write f of 1. Here instead of n, I'm going to write 1 squared plus 1. So what is f of 1? What is 1 squared? 1 plus 1. So what is f of 1? It's 2, and that goes right there. Is everybody following? So to find my next term, I need to substitute. I need to substitute which value now? 2. So instead of n, what am I going to write? F of 2 equals 2 squared plus 1. What is f of 2? What is 2 squared? 4 plus 1. What is 4 plus 1? F of 2 is 5. And that goes right there. Are we there so far? What would be the next value? 3. So what do I write? F of 3 equals 3 squared plus 1. F of 3 is 9 plus 1. F of 3 is 10. And that goes right there. Is everybody following so far? Okay. Straightforward. Is that correct? No, no going back or forward or any tricks or anything like that. So it's straightforward. It's straightforward so much so that the instructions are pretty explicit, right? They're very clear, yes? That's why this is called the explicit rule. It's fairly clear. So without doing the last one, check this out. We already know what to do, right, with the pattern? Tell your neighbor the next number that goes here. What is 4 times 4? 16 plus 1, that's 17. Hands if you got that. Okay? Now, let me show you what not to do after this last one. Look up, please. Look at this one. Some of you that are still confused by the notation, some of you would want to do this. Oh, I need to solve for f. And some of you do this. Why don't I do that? Because this is not multiplying. This is only a label. This is only a label indicating it's a function. Is it multiplying? No, it's only a what? So that means we don't have to solve for f or anything. It's just saying the function of 3 is 10. Everybody understand so far? Okay, so that's explicit rule. However, where some of you are starting to get lost is when we get to recursive form. Now for recursive form, I want you to stop what you're doing and look up to the screen, please, or you're going to miss it. Here it goes. For recursive form, there's two types of forms, arithmetic or geometric. For arithmetic is when a pattern has a number that repeats either by adding a positive number or a negative number to the sequence. A geometric sequence is when you multiply times a number or a fraction. And it also could be positive or negative, but you're multiplying. So check this out. So what am I saying? That for an arithmetic sequence, first of all, I want you to understand that there's two formulas. There's one for arithmetic, one for geometric. For arithmetic, look up to the screen, please, is f of n equals f of n minus 1, minus 1 plus b. For arithmetic, it's f of n equals f of n minus 1 plus b. Why plus b? Because it's either adding or subtracting a number. What does the d stand for? It stands for difference. For geometric, it's f of n equals f of n minus 1 times r. For geometric is f of n equals f of n minus 1 times r. What does the r stand for? For ratio, because we're multiplying times a certain ratio. However, before I move on, do you see the difference from one to the other? Yes, tell your neighbor what's the difference. So let's see. This one has the same as this one up to right there. Is that correct? So what's the only difference? That for arithmetic, they add a d, and for geometric, they multiply times r. Is that correct? All right. We got this? All right. Without looking up or without looking at your screen, tell your neighbor the formula for the geometric sequence. All right. On your screen, I want you to write me the formula for the arithmetic sequence. Don't say it out loud. Keep it to yourself. You have 15 seconds. And arithmetic. Send that to me, please. Ready, go. We're back on this one. Yes? So, once again, the one you gave me right now was the arithmetic, and you already know the geometric. Is that correct? So now, let me go over an example. So on your paper, copy this down, please. Example Q. Write this down. Write the sequence down. 10, comma, 23. No, my bad. It's not 23. Sorry. Comma, 33, comma, 56, dot, 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 and then you're going to write find the fifth term. All right. So, does everybody have that one written down? Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to send you a blank screen, and on the blank screen, these are the two things that I want from you. I want you to give me the pattern. Listen to the question. I want you to give me the pattern and let me know if it's a D or an R. If it's a D, you're going to write D equals and whatever the pattern. If it's an R, you're going to write R equals and the pattern. Are we there? Once you do that, you're going to give me the formula of whatever sequence this is. If it's arithmetic, write the formula. If it's geometric, write the formula. And then you're going to press send. So here we go. This is what I asked you to do. Number one, identify the pattern. So let's see what's happening from here to here. It's adding 23. From here to here, let's see if it works again. Yeah, it's adding 23. So if it's adding consistently all the way through, then this is an arithmetic sequence. If it's an arithmetic sequence, then this is D. Therefore, my D is 23. Are we there so far? Therefore, the second thing you should have done is written your formula for arithmetic sequence. F of n equals f of n minus 1 plus D. Are we there so far? All right. So, up to right there, are we good? Okay, writing utensils down, look up to the screen. Hold on. All right. Are we done? No. They want us to find the fifth term. Now, can I do that in my noodle by finding the next numbers? Yes. Do I want it like that? No. I want to see the work, and I'm going to show you exactly what I need. So pay attention, please. Look up, please. Now, let me show you first the review that I did for explicit rule. Look up. This was the explicit, right? Look at it. These are recursive. Explicit, recursive, explicit, recursive. Talk it over to the neighbor, let them know what's so different between explicit and recursive. All right, let's see. For explicit, who noticed that explicit does not have the f of n minus 1? Hands if you saw that. Yeah, this one does not have it. Look, it just gives us a rule. Look at the recursive. It has the n, f of n minus 1. Are we there? So what are we saying? That's the major difference. Look, this is what's different from the others. And why is that different? Let me tell you why. Look up, please. This tells me something about the sequence. If they're asking me for the fifth term, if I use this formula, this number, this number right here is the previous term. So let's see. How many terms do I have? 1, 2, 3. Which one are they asking me for? Fifth. Let's see. To find the fifth, if I use this formula, I need what? The previous term. So do I have the fourth? No. So what does that tell you? That we need to find the fourth term. That's what this means in the formula. Now let me show you how to do that. Look up, please. Stop writing. Writing utensils down. Look up to the screen. So in order for me to find the fifth, I need which one? So for me to find the fourth, do I have the previous term before the fourth? Yes, and it is here. So check this out. To find the fourth term, I'm going to do this. I need to find the fourth first in order to find the fifth. So I write f of What am I finding? 4 equals f of 4 minus 1 plus, what is d? 23. F of 4 equals f of 4 minus 1, which is 3, plus 23. F of 4 equals, check this out, what is f of 3? What is it? 56 plus 23. Therefore, f of 4 equals 56 plus 26. 56 plus 23, that's 79. And that goes right here. Hold on. So now, can I find my fifth using this formula? Yes, because this I need the previous. Do I have the previous now? Yes, so then I do this. F of 5 equals f of 5 minus 1 plus 23. F of 5 equals f of 4 plus 23. F of 5 equals, what is f of 4, everyone? 79 plus 23. F of 5 equals 79 plus 23, that's 102. 102. Question, Audrey. So you wanted to do just like this? And what work are you going to show me? Yeah, but that's not a recursive rule. What is a recursive rule? This one. So this is using a recursive rule. Yeah, plus 23, that's what? Third grade? You think a third grader can fill the gaps here just by adding 23? Yes. Yes, a third grader, actually a second grader can probably do this one. But do they know how to use a recursive rule? Because this is algebra. Yay. Copy that, please. Copy that. Can't see the green? Okay. You can get close or turn off the left light over there. Thank you. A little bit better? So now check this out. Those of you that are already done with this. Now, another way of writing a table, instead of writing like this, look up n and f of n. Another way of writing it is like this, f of n and n. Do you guys see that it's the same thing? So now check this out. First term. Look at the first term. What is f of n on the first term? Everyone? 10. That is correct. Second term. What is f of n on the second term? 33. Third term. 56. Fourth term. 79. And fifth term. 102. You want to see the difference on the table? I mean, you could either write it like this or like this. Most of the time, they're going to show you like this in the in your textbook. So for tonight's home play, they're going to show you a table like this to go in. You understand? Yes? All right. So any questions on this, on the process? Let's see. Recap. We first find the pattern. Identify if it's D or R, and we write it equal to that. Yes? Next, we write the formula. Yes? Next, we find the term that they're asking us to find. However, to find the fifth term, I needed the fourth term. Did we have the fourth term? No, that means for the fourth term, we needed to find the fourth term. Do we have the third term? Yes. That's why we started with the fourth term, and then we went to the fifth term. Okay? So, on your screen, I'm going to send you the next one. Copy this next one by yourself. Example 2B should be on your screen, and the pattern is 1, 4, 16, 64, ... I want you to find me the sixth term. Which term? Sixth. Sixth term. Yes. FXBVI. Find me the sixth term. Okay, copy that. Sixth term for example 2B, and the pattern is 1, 4, 16, and 64. Okay, I'm going to leave the other one on my screen over here so you guys can have it as an example, yes? All right, did everybody copy the sequence? 1, 4, 16, and 64. Okay, so at this time I'm going to send you a blank screen. And I want you to take a picture of your work once you find me the sixth term. Ready, go. Answer. F of 5 is 256, and F of 6 is 1024. Hands if you got that. Okay, let me show you the work. Here it goes on your screen. Look at your screen. However, look at that one. What did they forget to do on F of 5? Do you guys notice that? They forgot to write the 5 on the end. Okay. All right. So for home play is on page 137 of your book. Page 137. Good one, guys. As soon as you turn in your iPad, see you guys tomorrow. Page 137, home play. Bye.